Morning, everyone. Had a bad event last night happen to me, so I'm not in a good mood. Anyway, we continue our journey. So they gave me a grab bag, lunch box type thing for breakfast. So here today we're going to I can't pronounce it. It's an Indian name, Tucumcami or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. It's an Indian name, New Mexico. And I don't have much time on there, so I might have to erase all these videos and start fresh here. Anyway, let's begin our journey today to New Mexico. As you can see, it takes forever for a train to cross. I see that's another reason why the interstates were built is this route probably crosses a lot of railroad tracks, people. And of course, I think a lot of places are probably over or under the road. But places like here, you're going to have railroad tracks that, you have to wait for the crossing, and the train's going to take forever. The freight train, they have to do what they got to do. Anyway, so I was going to talk about New Mexico, brief thing on New Mexico here. So, my GPS fell down. So I'm going to New Mexico today, and just wanted a few factoids, trivia about New Mexico. So again, nice Arizona, New Mexico, and Oklahoma were the last states admitted to the Union in the 20th century before Alaska and Hawaii. To give us 48 states. Late 20th century there, under Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. Anyway, so Mexico is mostly Native American area, but they do daylight savings time, unlike Arizona. I guess Arizona they have more pull. So trying to reclaim my thoughts here. So, not too much that I have on New Mexico. Of course, New Mexico is the test site of the first atomic bomb during World War II, the Manhattan Project. And scientists and technical people, the greatest minds that we had, such as Einstein and von Braun, all were gathered together. Scientists that escaped Germany, Nazi Germany, gathered together. They went to New Mexico because New Mexico is not just a fairly new state, but it was a good place unknown to Europe, to come up with the science and come up with the technology to create the atomic, have atomic energy, not just to create the atomic bomb, also to harness atomic energy. It leads into nuclear energy because how to safely harness it. Of course, the scientists, they did not want to do death because under Hitler's rule, they were forced to make weapons. Von Braun and Einstein, they did not want to make weapons, but they were happy to oblige to help create a time. Dr. Braun, Dr. I.
In 1/2 mile, keep left to McLaws Road.
Dr. Oppenheimer, who's the head of Manhattan Project, who's also another escapee from Nazi Germany, another former Nazi scientist. Oppenheimer even said they created death. But anyway, people from all over the country for developing the weapon, the mechanics of the airplane. And again, it was no choice. We had no choice. It was either get this powerful weapon going, or don't do anything, or lose even hundreds of thousands more of our young men. Women were not in the drafted. Only men were drafted.
Keep left to McLaws Road.
And So, as I was trying to, so New Mexico was the establishment of the Manhattan Project, where everything was designed and tested. They dropped the first atomic bomb in New Mexico, and I've been to Albuquerque before, and I went
1 mile. Arrive at coordinates on the left.
I programmed the GPS to do record so I could stay in 66. I didn't want to be. Anyway, I've been to the Atomic Museum and History of Nuclear Energy. You know, now.
In 1/2 mile. Arrive at coordinates on the left.
Now, even though we have technology, and we have even though we have all that, you know, it's more, you know, we do have atomic bombs, but we have nuclear. We're trying to use nuclear power for safety, also medical. People have cancer using nuclear, but it's safely used. You can use it as a weapon. You can use it as power and electricity. Anyway,
300 feet. Arrive at coordinates on the left.
Anyway, also about 1948, a so-called UFO had crashed in the outskirts of Roswell, New Mexico. Now, there are Cold War theories of the Russians, and they're saying it was a weather boom. I don't know. That's to be decided. But in New Mexico, and of course, it's got associated, besides Nevada, with UFO technology, UFOs, and brought back to Area 51, back to Nevada, but that's another story. So anyways, we're going to go into New Mexico today, and yeah, on Route 66. So we're entering Joseph City, Arizona, and I just want to say a few things. People are wondering, why am I doing this? You know, why am I think that was a flood. I believe that was a flood thing, because it flooded. They have flash floods here. And
in 1 mile, turn right on Northwestover Avenue.
Founded in 1876. Interesting, they have towns that were founded prior to becoming a state. Well, I guess that's how it goes. Anyway, and this town is one of those speed trap towns. I see 2 different speed limits, so obviously they're going to be slowing the speed down to try to get people tickets.
In 3/4 mile, turn right on Northwestover Avenue.
Anyway, why am I doing this? Well, you know, I'm not married. I don't have a girlfriend, and I'd like to have a girlfriend leading to marriage. And but for the time being, I don't. And we're under unusual time, a pandemic under unusual times. Not naming the pandemic for various obvious reasons. There's reasons why I'm not naming the pandemic, but yeah, this is definitely one of those towns. Anyway, that's why I'm doing that. I went stir crazy, and one of those quiet little towns that, and I'm watching my speed around here, because you can get a ticket here for going too fast. That's what they live on, these towns. Some of these towns are known for that. It's past an interesting market that's from the 50s or something. It's like a laundromat. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah.
Turn right on Northwestover Avenue.
Why am I doing this? Oh, whoops. Overshot the... Good thing no one behind me. kind of abruptly came up. Just a stoplight.
At the end of the street, turn right.
Anyway, so I was trying to say, why am I doing it? You know, it's like because I'm not married. You know, I'm tired of being stuck in my home, and even though I do own an essential business, I'm getting out of the house. It's the same monotonous thing. I mean, people, you could probably understand. You know, it's if I'm not going to the business, I'm stuck in my house. And
Turn right on 3rd South Avenue, then take the first left.
So,
Turn left on South Richards Avenue.
anyway, so
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Obed Road.
as I was trying to say that, you know, I got stickers, that's why I'm doing this. Also, just wanted to say a few things that, you know, so I'm going to Nevada today. Oh, there's a freight. I'm going to New Mexico today, and a few things about New Mexico. New Mexico was also a 1912 state. So Arizona, New Mexico, and Oklahoma are the last 3 states to be admitted
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Obed Road.
There's a factory in the distance.
Turn right on Obed Road.
I have to wait for maybe another train. Another train is coming. It's gonna take a while, probably.
In 3.5 miles, keep left to McLaughlin.
Entering the Navajo reservation, so now I'll be on Navajo land. I'm on I-40 for now. Just wanted to show that beautiful ridge. The reason I've been skipping a lot of US 66 is, one, I'm in the Indian reservation and I don't want to do anything wrong, and 2, a lot of dirt roads that I'm trying to avoid, and trying to avoid a few things. But, you know, dirt roads and Native Americans I'm just trying to avoid right now, so I'm just doing I-40 for now. Also, you know, again, to Gallup, you know, they had a bad quarantine. I want to avoid that. Look at the beautiful ridge. We are now going to be crossing.
Continue on Arizona 118.
We are now crossing into the New Mexico border, right into New Mexico. See, it says 118. The sign has changed. We are now entering New Mexico. I am going to probably get on I-40 right just before I get into Gallup, just to avoid Gallup, just to be safe. Hopefully I don't have to turn back or anything, but I am now in New Mexico. Oh, look to that side, you can see it. Navajo rock dwelling. Look at that. Yeah, they lived in caves. Look at that. Anyway, lost my train of thought. So yeah, I'm now in New Mexico, and I'm gonna try to avoid Gallup. What did it say? Road closed. I might have to go on I-40 anyways. I don't know if it's still closed or not. I don't know if I got to go on I-40 or not. If it's still closed, I'll double back and take I-40 through Gallup. Last night I don't know when I checked it out. It said the road was open. But if the road is closed, then I will double back and take I-40 through Gallup. That sign is old or not. I had something else I wanted to say before I saw that road closed sign. I don't know, according to what I looked up last night, the roads were open. I don't know if that sign's just been there or not. But I might double back. Just keeping a cautious eye on things. I had something else I wanted to say. I forgot what it was. Something I really wanted to say. I forgot what it was. Something I wanted to say. I really forgot what it was. I had something I wanted to say on this segment here. But I'm just taking it cautiously through New Mexico. And enter New Mexico. Geez, I'm a good 3 miles from I-40. I'm just seeing it to the right. I got distracted. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I wish I could go into museums and there's a lot of museums I'd love to go into. I wish I could go into museums and go into attractions, but everything's closed during this time. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, I'll see if I have to double back or not. Thanks, bye. So now I had to bypass. I'm going to show you the Red Rock. I had to bypass Gallup. In fact, the Native Americans have closed part of the road. I actually went on an I-40. I said I might be doing I-40 at times. And we are in New Mexico. And I just wanted to show you the rock structures that you can see the rock structures of New Mexico. It's very cool out there. It's only 70 degrees outside. The red rock structure. And one thing I want to say about the rock structure, these rock structure formations were actually an inspiration for when they drew the Looney Tunes, the Roadrunner cartoons, Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. They're actually inspirations. So here in New Mexico, some inspiration for the Roadrunner cartoons. Just wanted to show you that. I'll be approaching the Continental Divide that divides the west and the east. All rivers on this side flow west towards the Pacific, and all rivers on the other side flow east towards the Atlantic. So I'll be approaching the famous Continental Divide here in a second here. I'm getting off the exit here. 66 got kind of screwy. That's why I'm back on the highway.
Take exit 47 on the right toward Continental Divide, then take the first left. Turn left on New Mexico 122, then take the first right. Turn right on New Mexico 122. Arriving at coordinates on the left.
I think I just crossed the Continental Divide. And, crossing the, I think this is the sign right here, crossing the Continental Divide. Wow, I'm 7,000 feet up. So once I cross that, I'll be on the other end of the divide. So now all rivers will go into the Atlantic once I cross this. I just wanted to point that out. As I said, I kind of cheated with going on the highway, but I had to backtrack because there were a lot of detours and things closed, and I'm just kind of doing backtracking and having trouble just trying to get from A to B around here today. So I guess I'm in downtown Albuquerque, and yeah, I'm just in downtown Albuquerque, and I'm just gonna try to get out of Albuquerque and do a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna get to my area because I'm kind of just fed up with oh, I see what they did here. Okay, I gotta turn this off. So I wanted to record Tucumcami, Arizona. I just wanted to show you where I'm staying, and I'm just going to get something to eat real quick. And yeah, I just dropped my bags off, but this is really interesting. This town really takes you back. I'm just trying to get something to eat. Find something to eat. I just wanted to show you this. It takes you back to the late 50s, early 60s. I just wanted to show the inside of the place. You can see this is very interesting. Just wanted to show that.